In this video, we're going to look into Cohere's Prompt Tuner. So it's a prompt optimization tool at your fingertips, or at least that's what they're saying. So the main idea of Prompt Tuner is that it's a more streamlined, standardized way to get prompts for whatever you're trying to make. And the best part about it is that you don't need prompt experts. You don't need to spend weeks experimenting with prompts, and you can get standardized prompts, which is amazing. By the way, I make similar videos like these on LLMs, machine learning, and other data science tools. So please feel free to subscribe. Now, apparently, prompt expert is a role, a specific job where experts out there. To be honest, my opinions about prompt experts is that they're kind of a wishy-washy title because anyone can make prompts really. And of course, some people have to do trial and error more often to get a better prompt. But nowadays, there are tools like this, Prompt Tuner by Cohere, that allows you to make better prompts regardless of your technical background. Now, this video is broken down into 4 main steps. We're going to talk about how does it work. I'm going to show you guys how to actually use it. I'm going to show you guys the architecture of how it works and the performance of what they provided so far and how much it can help you. And we're going to talk about some limitations of this tool. Now, let's get on with it. So what they're saying is that AI engineers spend around 20 to 30% of their time doing prompt engineering and fine-tuning the prompt. And they're saying that they can actually help that by saving the time and get better prompts by 72 to 95% accuracy. Now, this is what they're saying. Now, the main idea about Prompt Tuner is that you first create an initial prompt, you define some success criteria, and then you get the optimized prompt. Now, how do you actually use it? So let's go to Cohere. Now, over here, we're gonna log into this Cohere website. Now, I've already signed up to this dashboard or Cohere service, so I don't have to do that. You may need to do that if you haven't done it already. And on the dashboard over here, we have different options over here, and we're going to click on Prompt Tuner. Now, with the Prompt Tuner, you will be presented with this really nice UI. We look at the model that we're going to use to make our prompt. We add some documents if needed and some other criteria. And the main idea is you pass in a prompt, the initial prompt that you have, and then you give the model to try and error with it and give you an optimized prompt over here. Now, over here, they also say that you have to add or wrap words with this $sign and then this curly brackets. So currently, I'm actually working on a prompt to make a fine-tuning data set. So I'm gonna paste that over here. So over here, I made a prompt where it says, I want to make a question answering based programming concept with a given context. Give me a structured prompt that gives me standardized output as question and answer. And the context over here is the variable context that I will use. This can be on different programming concepts. So over here, I'm going to define the variable over here. And now it's actually giving me a error, I believe, if I'm not wrong. I believe these are variables you can add over here. I'm not quite sure how this works, to be quite honest with you. So I'm just going to write Python if statements, make a REST API, and a few other things you can add over here. I believe you can also add some additional documents. So yes, there you go. Now we're going to see on how we can optimize it to get a better result that we can find over here. So now currently it's running some iterations over here, 2 out of 10. And it's going to keep on repetitively improve it over and over again. Now, while the iterations are running, let's talk about Cohere Prompt Tuner. So the architecture looks like this. You have the initial prompt template, a generation model, you get some completions, you evaluate the service with some evaluation criteria. It automatically scores it and makes a new prompt and then adds it to the new prompt template. And just keeps on doing it until it gets a refined prompt. Now, to go into more details, it has a target model that completes for each fully rendered prompt based on the initial prompt. After that, it evaluates using a prompt tuner based upon some criteria over here. And then over here, it creates a better prompt called the engage command R that gives a improved prompt, and it keeps on iterating it. Now, to be quite honest with you guys, I'm actually quite confused with the description they've provided over here for the architecture. But if I'm not wrong, they have around 3 models that works together to make a better prompt to optimize certain criteria. Now, these criteria, they haven't really defined what these criteria are. They just said they just have some criteria scores. Now, let's look at the results that we've gotten from the prompt generation. So the optimization has been completed. Now we can see that this is the optimized prompt that it has provided. Now it shows that the original is the best, which means there is no difference between both of these. And it shows that the first and the second completion for 2 different contexts that we provided. So it talks about object orientation, blah, 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 gives question and an answer clearly that we can use to regex parse it for building a data set. And over here, the completion is, in my opinion, quite incomplete. So it works to some extent but again, something to try and error with. And it shows different iterations and their accuracy and average. Now, as mentioned, we talked about how does it work, we talked about the architecture. Now we're going to talk about the performance. How does it perform? Performance over here, as they're showing or reporting, they get an 11.5% with a median improvement of 7.7%. On which specific criteria, they haven't really defined. Now, they're talking about SQL prompts, natural language SQL entity extraction, where they get an optimized score of 100%, initial score of 73% to an optimized score of 93%. So improvements everywhere, as they're saying. And the main idea is that you get a prompt like this. So you have a document where you pass in the description, where you have a given OCR utility bill, extract the relevant information, you pass in a JSON and some other information. And then the optimized prompt looks like this. If value not be extracted, so essentially giving a much descriptive prompt that the model is easier, or model gets an easier way to understand. So again, in theory, it looks very, very good. Now, this is where I want to talk about the limitations of it, because I feel like although this is a blog post and they're reporting various things, there are some things that I'm not quite sure about, which is multimodality. Nowhere in the blog post, they don't talk about the multimodality. Is it actually, let's say you're trying to make a prompt for a image data or image. Can you use the same prompt, or can you use this tool to make a better prompt for better image generation? Is it only applicable for text? So multimodality is a bit of a question mark over here. They haven't talked much about it. Maybe they will add it in the future. And they haven't really talked about how it was trained. They talk about different models they have used, but how were the model trained? What were the type of data that they trained with? We don't know. And also, is it model agnostic? So let's say you create a prompt over here. Can the same prompt work extremely well on models like ChatGPT, GPT-4, GPT-4 Omni, or open source models like Llamas, Mistrals? Can it work over there too? We don't know. That is something to experiment with, of course. And of course, they reported various different types of metrics, 73% there, 93% there. But how were they tested? Where did the data come from? Those are things that I'm quite unsure about. All of this is still in beta, but I feel like they weren't as transparent as they could have been. Now, there you guys have it. That is Cohere's prompt tuner. We talked about how it works, the architecture, the performance, and some limitations, and my thoughts mostly. I hope you found this video insightful. If you guys did, please feel free to subscribe. I make similar videos like these. Alright guys, I hope to see you in my next video. Have a nice day.